In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NFL games happening on December 31st, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NFL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Carolina Panthers versus Jacksonville Jaguars. In the realm of American football, an intriguing interconference showdown is set to unfold on the gridiron, featuring 2 teams currently grappling with challenges. This clash is scheduled to take place in the Sunshine State during the 17th week of the NFL slate. The Carolina Panthers embark on a journey to face the Jacksonville Jaguars this Sunday afternoon. Recent performances reveal the Panthers coming off a narrow 33-30 defeat at home against Green Bay, managing to cover the line as a 3.5-point underdog in their preceding game. Conversely, the Jaguars faced a harsh 30-12 defeat on the road against Tampa Bay in their last outing, losing outright as a 1.5-point favorite. In the historical regular season series between the 2 teams, the Panthers boast a 4-3 advantage, having emerged victorious in the last 3 encounters, including a 34-27 home win on October 6, 2019. As the Carolina Panthers set out to visit the Jacksonville Jaguars this Sunday, the Jaguars find themselves ensnared in a 4-game losing streak, marking their most challenging stretch of the season. The timing of facing the Carolina Panthers appears fortuitous for the Jaguars, given their recent dismal performance. Contrarily, the Panthers have exhibited an uptick in form, successfully covering the spread in consecutive games. The emergence of Bryce Young, who has avoided throwing interceptions in 3 consecutive games, signals a positive trend for the Panthers, offering them the prospect of competing strongly in close matches. Despite the Jacksonville Jaguars possessing a potent offense, their recent 4-game losing streak, accompanied by a meager total of 19 points in the last 2 games, remains perplexing. Trevor Lawrence leads a formidable offensive core, complemented by imposing receivers like Calvin Ridley and Evan Ingram, as well as a robust running game featuring Travis Etienne. An offensive outburst is anticipated from the Jaguars on Sunday as they aim to exploit the inconsistencies of the Panthers' defense, which has allowed an average of 25 points per game throughout the season and an alarming 23 rushing touchdowns. This presents an opportune moment for the Jaguars to rebound and secure a victory. While the Panthers have displayed improved performance under interim head coach Chris Tabbert, translating these improvements into wins has proven elusive. The Jaguars, propelled by their superior offense, are poised to dominate the game, potentially sidelining the Panthers. Notably, the Jaguars boast a 6-3 record against the spread when favored, while the Panthers struggle with a 0-3 record against the spread as underdogs by a touchdown or more. Despite entering this contest on a 4-game losing streak, the Jacksonville Jaguars maintain a favorable position in the race for the American Football Conference South title, holding crucial head-to-head tiebreakers over Indianapolis and Houston. However, the urgency for the Jaguars lies in reinstating victories to their record. The Carolina Panthers, languishing in a lackluster season, lack the firepower to match the Jaguars on either end of the field, favoring the Jaguars to break their losing streak and emerge victorious at home. While the Jaguars grapple with a recent downturn, their fortune lies in facing the Carolina Panthers, providing an opportunity to reclaim a winning trajectory. Tied for first place in the American Football Conference South, the Jaguars cannot afford a misstep in this pivotal game. Despite the Panthers' modest improvement in their last 2 games, their winless record on the road positions the Jaguars for a resounding effort, even with a backup quarterback. Hence, our full game side pick leans towards the Jacksonville Jaguars to secure both the win and cover the spread as favorites. The offensive performance of the Carolina Panthers has been lackluster, averaging a mere 15 points per game throughout the season. However, a resurgence was witnessed last Sunday when they put up an impressive 30 points against a formidable Packers defense. Rookie quarterback Bryce Young showcased significant growth, nearly orchestrating a comeback. His comfort and proficiency, evident in 3 consecutive interception-free games, indicate the potential for the Panthers to accumulate a substantial point total. The Jacksonville Jaguars have faced a few challenging weeks recently, with Trevor Lawrence contending with an injury. Motivated to bounce back strongly, Lawrence is expected to lead a resurgence. Despite an average of under 10 points per game in their last 2 outings, the Jaguars have demonstrated the capability to score at least 25 points in 7 instances. Bryce Young's transformation in the previous week, exuding confidence and flair, suggests a departure from his season-long performance. The expectation is that the Jaguars' defensive vulnerabilities, evident in their recent losing streak, will contribute to a higher-scoring affair, with the total set lower than warranted. With a 4-3 over record at home for the Jaguars and a 4-4 total record on the road for the Panthers, over the projected total emerges as our preferred full-game total pick. Miami Dolphins versus Baltimore Ravens. In a potentially pivotal playoff showdown, the Baltimore Ravens are set to face off against the Miami Dolphins this Sunday at the iconic M&T Bank Stadium. Presently, the Ravens occupy the coveted number 1 seed in the American Football Conference, boasting an impressive 12-3 record. Their aspirations for securing the top seed hinge on a victory in this upcoming contest, and the team is riding high on a remarkable 5-game winning streak. On the flip side, the Miami Dolphins are eyeing a divisional triumph with a win in this crucial match. Positioned at number 2 in the American Football Conference with an 11-4 record, the Dolphins understand that a loss here would thrust them into a showdown against Buffalo next week for the American Football Conference East title. The Miami Dolphins have encountered challenges when facing formidable opponents on the road, suffering setbacks at the hands of the Bills and Eagles. Adding to their woes, they also succumbed to a defeat against the Titans earlier this month. Contrastingly, the Baltimore Ravens continue their stellar performance, clinching victory in 5 consecutive games, including a commanding 33-19 triumph on the road against the 49ers. Motivated by the prospect of securing the number 1 seed in the American Football Conference, the Ravens boast a superior defense, and if any defense can stymie Miami, it's the Ravens. Although Miami leads the NFL in passing yards, the Ravens' formidable pass defense restricts opponents to an average of just 194 passing yards per game. Additionally, the Ravens lead the league in rushing yards, with Lamar Jackson showcasing his prowess by amassing 318 passing yards and 119 rushing yards against the Dolphins last season. Having covered the spread in 8 of their last 10 encounters with the Dolphins, the Ravens seem poised to continue this trend. While Miami's offense demands respect, Baltimore has successfully overcome similarly elite offenses this season, ranging from Detroit to San Francisco. The Ravens have the ability to dictate the game with their potent rushing attack, led by Lamar Jackson, while the Dolphins have a historical tendency to struggle in December. Miami's performance on the road raises questions about their ability to compete with playoff-caliber opponents. With a 9-1 record in their last 10 games, the Ravens enter this matchup with momentum, aiming to secure the number 1 seed and provide their star players an opportunity to rest in the subsequent weeks. Despite Miami's exceptional performances at home this season, their away games paint a different picture, akin to a Jekyll and Hyde scenario. While the Ravens might be susceptible to a letdown following their monumental victory over the 49ers last week, their strong coaching and the high stakes of this game are likely to prevent such a scenario. Consequently, the Baltimore Ravens to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick. Expecting success on the ground, Miami, currently ranked 5th in rushing yards, anticipates exploiting the Ravens' 12th-ranked rush defense in the NFL. Notably, the Dolphins have scored a minimum of 27 points in 4 of their last 5 games. On the flip side, Baltimore possesses a formidable offense that closely trails the Dolphins in total yards per game. Their home games have seen an offensive explosion, with the team amassing at least 30 points in 5 consecutive outings. This includes noteworthy performances with 33 points against the Browns, 34 against the Bengals, and 31 against the Rams. The over has hit in 4 of the Ravens' last 5 home games. Similar to the Ravens' clash with the 49ers, this upcoming game showcases 2 elite offenses, both ranking in the top 5 for points per game. Even when faced with challenges, as evident when Brock Purdy threw 4 interceptions in that game, the 49ers managed to put up 19 points. While the spotlight often shines on Miami's powerhouse offense, the Ravens quietly post 30-plus points per game, drawing parallels with the Ravens versus 49ers contest, where the over was set at 47 points and both teams boasted elite defenses. A similar outcome is anticipated in this matchup with weaker defenses. Baltimore hitting the over in 4 of their last 6 games, and Miami surpassing the over in 3 of their last 5, suggest a high-scoring affair. Notably, these two teams have exceeded the over in 4 of their last 5 meetings. In light of these factors, we predict a shootout, making over the projected total our full game total pick. Tennessee Titans versus Houston Texans. On Sunday afternoon, a rematch within the American Football Conference South is set to unfold in Houston. The Tennessee Titans are determined to redeem themselves after suffering a home defeat just 2 weeks ago against the Houston Texans, a game that extended into overtime and ultimately favored the Texans. As the venue shifts to NRG Stadium, the Texans find themselves in a favorable position, instilling confidence in their ability to secure another victory against their rivals. The question looms: will the Texans prevail once again, or can the Titans salvage a split in their season series? Houston Texans have weathered challenges, managing an 8-7 record and positioning themselves as strong contenders for the American Football Conference South Division title. This bodes well for Texans enthusiasts and is especially uplifting news for C.J. Stroud. While not officially crowned as the NFL's Rookie of the Year, Stroud is anticipated to make a triumphant return after a 2-week absence due to a concussion suffered in Week 14 against the Jets. Motivated and eager to carry the team on his shoulders, Stroud aims to capitalize on the opportunity to face a beatable opponent on home turf. Despite the Titans' respected status, particularly as underdogs under coach Mike Vrabel, their performance this season has not entirely lived up to expectations. With nothing left to play for, the Titans aspire to thwart the Texans' surge, remembering the recent 19-16 overtime loss to Case Keenum just 2 weeks prior. However, Houston seems to relish the prospect of facing the Titans once again, especially with C.J. Stroud returning to action. The Titans, yet to witness Stroud's full prowess, may find themselves challenged by his unyielding composure in critical situations. The Titans' pass defense statistics, allowing opposing quarterbacks to complete 67.34% of their passes and yielding 6.8 yards per pass, may be exploited by Stroud and his reliable targets, Nico Collins and Noah Brown. Despite the absence of Tank Dell, the Texans boast a healthy offensive line, backfield, and a defense led by DeMeco Ryans, known for stepping up in crucial moments. The stage is set for a compelling matchup. As both the Texans and Titans enter Week 17 with injury concerns, the status of key players becomes pivotal. In the previous game, Houston witnessed safety Jimmy Ward and defensive end Jonathan Greenard succumb to injuries, while the Titans saw linebacker Caleb Murphy and rookie running back Tyee Spears face physical setbacks. The Texans receive a glimmer of hope with C.J. Stroud expected to resume practicing, raising optimism about his return for the critical clash against the Titans. Despite the uncertainty surrounding Stroud's full medical clearance, the Texans, fighting for their playoff aspirations, consider him a valuable asset in their quest for victory. The relocation of the game to Houston significantly favors the Texans. Their formidable performance at home, coupled with the Titans' struggles on the road and the Texans' prior victory in the first meeting, sets the stage for a promising outcome. The return of C.J. Stroud further strengthens Houston's position in this must-win game. Examining the on-field dynamics, the Titans face challenges with the second fewest pass attempts offensively and susceptibility to sacks. Exploiting the Texans' secondary may prove challenging for the Titans. In contrast, the Texans possess an advantage against Tennessee's vulnerable back seven. With a +8 turnover margin compared to the Titans' -6, the home team appears poised to dominate in this crucial aspect. Houston's current 3-way tie for first place in the American Football Conference South intensifies the significance of this matchup, making it nearly a must-win situation with only 2 games remaining. While the Titans have shown competitiveness in recent games, the Texans, with their solid performance on both sides of the ball, hold the upper hand, especially on home turf. Assuming C.J. Stroud's return, the Texans seem poised to capitalize on the opportunity and pursue victory over the depleted Titans. The ongoing upward trend in the spread suggests a growing confidence in the Texans' favor. Thus, choosing the Houston Texans to win and cover the spread as favorites emerges as our preferred full-game side pick. The Texans' offensive prowess has notably improved since C.J. Stroud found his rhythm, particularly from Week 3 onward. Despite occasional setbacks in Weeks 8 and 14, the Texans' Week 17 performance is anticipated to showcase their best form. Playing at home and with significant stakes on the line, Stroud and his supporting cast are expected to deliver a prolific offensive display. Excluding certain outlier weeks, the Texans have averaged an impressive 27 points and 399 yards per game. On the opposing side, Titans quarterback Will Levis is set to return to practice, bringing a dynamic and aggressive element to Tennessee's offensive strategy. Levis' willingness to scramble and take deep shots downfield, along with an 8 touchdowns and 8 interceptions record, adds unpredictability to the Titans' game plan. Considering the potential for both teams to contribute to the scoring, the full game total pick leans toward over the projected total. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.